Hello everyone, this is Diane. I am continuing work on the Woodlands journal, the Autumn Woodlands journal, with a digital kit by Charm Studio. I will leave a link below. I have done a lot of work on the first two signatures and some of the work on the third signature. I still want to add some fabric-y stuff coming up off the top, and I probably want to add a little bit of fringy stuff or something, lace hanging off the bottom, just to have a lot of texture all around this journal. But for now, I have prepared some things that I'm going to include into this journal or signature. I've done some of the work. I did the sewing I could do ahead of time, so I sewed the lace on the edge of the front pocket or front page and added the pocket. I think we did that in the previous video. And I did the stamping and collaging on this page. I think this die here is a little darker than in the first one, but it's still, you can still write on it. There's one of the digital pages. I didn't do anything to that. I might do something. Stationery page, and then we're going to do some stamping on this page. I sewed the ruffle on the edge, and I want to stamp. So I'm going to take just some weeds and do some light stamping here. I just stamped it in green for something else. So I guess I could still use green. Yeah. Oops. Let's see. Okay. So this is the green I use. It's Stampin' Up! Old Olive. I stamped on a piece of vellum with this stamp and this color. And we're gonna, if we get to it in time, we're gonna do something with that. I'm gonna stamp it off so it'll be a light color. I was gonna stamp a deer, but I think that would just look weird because he's so small compared to these. And it wasn't supposed to be like the deer standing there. This is what I did on the first page, and this stamped lighter than the green did. So this is just a fox superimposed over that, but I think this is too dark for that. So I'm not going to stamp the deer there. Maybe I'll just put this piece of vellum on top of that. I stamped this a long time ago. So I've been getting into my ephemera holders and using things that I've had for a long time. Still want to leave you plenty of room for writing. Get rid of all that glue that seeped out. If I rub it before it dries, sometimes I can just get it all off. This is Fabri-Tac. I'm going to do some more stamping on this page. Have that cute little mushroom stamp. And I want to do something decorative. Could do this label. I love that label. Doesn't stick to my block though. Maybe I won't use that. I'm looking for that stamp. And I know I had it because I used it. Is that it? It's a small version of it. It came out of the same set. Oh, here it is. I think it came out. I guess it didn't come out of the same set. But they could be used together. I'll use a lighter green here, Pear Pizzazz. I just opened this one. There, now it goes on to the other page also. What do I want to do on the other side of the page? I guess nothing yet. I haven't figured out what to do to that page yet. So next, I have this page to do. Just move these out of the way. Got all kinds of stuff here. These go on the back. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, this is what I want. So I already sewed on my fabric flip, and I'm going to glue this down for a journaling spot, but of course I can't leave it plain. I'm going to rub some ink on it. just going to do some simple stamping on it. Oops. Okay, I just need to find the stamp. I prepared stuff, but I didn't pull the stamps out. And my stamps, I've got a lot of stamps, so they're just kind of piling up and falling off. Stamps and stamp pads. And trying to pick up my stamp pad. My tray that I keep the stamps and stamp pads on isn't nearly big enough to contain them. So I'm just going to use that stamp and a little decorative border type of stamp. Guess I can't find that one. I used it once. Oh, here it is. Okay, now we're set. All I need is my ink. Guess I'll use black. Getting ink all over me. I love this stamp. It's acorns and oak leaves. 2003 Stampin' Up. But I think I just got it this year at the flea market. This is a little bit smooth, so the ink would smudge right now. I mean, it's got a finish to it it's not as absorbent as regular cardstock. So I want to make sure I don't smear that. I'm just going to hit it with the heat gun. I've been in here pretty much all day today. No errands to run. So I've just been really working on this journal. It looks quite nice. Then I need to, what am I going to do? Oh, I made this collaged pocket. In one of the signatures, I added this pocket that we did on Tag Tuesday. And I only made one of those, so I need something else for the other two signatures. So I did this collage pocket, so that's what I'm going to do. That's what that whole bunch of stuff there is for. So I can choose elements and papers and things. got really small. I'm not liking the way it's tearing, so I keep going. I don't know if you remember the video where I colored my paper and then did a lot of stamping and then fussy cut them out. But that's where that and that came from. Let's see if there's any other elements I want to add. I have so much stuff here. This cute little deer postage stamp. Deer postage stamp. I was going to say deer stamp, not deers. Yeah. Okay. I won't be able to finish this because, I mean I will, but not right here. I'll show you what I did with the other pocket in just a moment. Tone that red down a little. It got red on it from coffee dyeing. It laid this way down on the cookie sheet and it still had some orange dye on it. Rit dye from when I was using that stuff. Oh, I want to do this side. Anyway, I don't mind the color. It goes with the reds and oranges of the fall papers, so I don't care. I think it looks nice. And I want to add a layer of texture on that. With a background stamp. I have this, it looks like crackle, or it could look like bark. You see it? So what I did with this one was I laid everything down except for the flower on top, and then just sewed and kept turning my machine this way and that, or not turning the machine, but turning the paper in the machine until I had everything sewn down. Just went round and round and round and got it done, and then I added that to the top. So that's what I will do with this. I will just arrange everything and do all the sewing and then glue these two elements to the top. So we have this all ready for it. And on the back, I'm going to add this little pocket, so just a little digital pocket. Maybe just add that for a little brightness, because that's a very dark paper. That was just laying on my table, so that was a spur of the moment decision. And these papers that I'm using for that tuck spot that I just did, and this little strip, these are just cut-offs from the paper. Still haven't figured out the cover for this journal. I have the book cover, but I haven't decided what is going to decorate the front. I have these little tags that came with the Louisa Heinzel kit, and I know there are more tags in that kit than I will use in that one journal, so these are the plain ones that don't have the little characters on them, so I can use that in here. Where did this come out? Oops. Just keeps sliding out. This must go here. Maybe. Yeah. This goes here. I took this botanical page and just sewed a little piece of linen on it. And you already saw me do a very similar pocket in one of the other signatures. You saw me do this one. Have to glue that down better. So I just went ahead and did it. I just used a different die cut. It's a little taller, and I added mushrooms to it. Oh, this is going to be a fun page. I didn't do it on this page, so I still have to do that. Okay, so I already have some stuff ready. I'll have to figure out where this goes. I am going to do some stamping. No, not on this side. On this side I will. I already did some stamping. I stamped this on vellum. I had this piece already in my stash on the orange, and I used that with this other piece that I already had, and then this die cut piece that I already had. And I like the way that looked. This white die cut is behind the vellum, and so is that little bird. I didn't pull out the element like the bird. Let's see what we might have. There. Those might be too big, but we'll see. Maybe I could use a mushroom sticker. I was looking for them. So I'm going to glue this down, and oh, I already had that. Put one of these die cuts behind it, or on top of it, whatever looks better. I like the yellow. Just have to poke those little pieces out. There. Whoops. When I drop things, they don't just go on the floor where they're easy to find. It drifted down into a basket of scrap paper I have down there. Okay, there's that. I don't know. I guess I'm going to leave it with just these two pieces, and if I want something else, I can do that later. And I'll put this little label up here. I'm just going to try to lightly put a little ink on this. I don't want to damage it. Oh, there's another piece that needs to be poked out. Oh, we're dripping glue. This is where you really appreciate the fine precision tip. This is Art Glitter Glue. It does not have glitter, but it's made by the Art Glitter Company. And I bought the tip separately. Put that there so I make sure I put this in just the right spot. This will dry clear. Now I'm going to do a little stamping over here. Just want to stamp a label up there, a journal spot really, not a label. And I put leaves down the side of this page. Maybe I'll just do some of the Tim Holtz pieces on this page. No, I like this little guy. I want to use this guy. I'll just put him down in the corner. There's so much texture on these pages because of how I dyed them. And I absolutely love the back side more than this side. I'm covering up some of the dark areas with what I'm doing, but I love the way this side looks. And then there's layering and more stamping and stuff. Some of the pages have more textured stamping on them. So they're very interesting pages. This is a little corner pocket that came with the kit, but to help disguise, cover up some of that black, I just have a piece of ledger paper that I can add for journaling, and then I'm going to add a vintage piece of doily and some tatting. So we'll do that part first. In a video before this one, if you're curious about how I dyed the papers, this is just copy paper. And if you want to know how I did the coloring on these, it would turn out a whole lot better with a different dye. I used a dark green, that's what it's called, I think, dark green RIT dye. And it looks more black than green. Into the coffee that I was using to dye paper, I just added some of that to the coffee. And other things were done to it. So that's in a different video. I think the video is called Unique Dyed Papers. And it's just, I don't know, maybe the day before this one? I can't remember. No, it'll be a few days before this one. And then I will have to find a card to put in there, in the pocket. I haven't done anything to the center page. This is vintage bonded stationery. That I have to sew. I'll probably do something to that tag. Look at the cute pocket I made in this signature. It's layered with Edith Holden page. It's with the text, some mulberry paper, this doily, die-cut doily, and this rabbit from the kit, and then it's a pocket. And I did have one of these. Oh, this is the tag that was in it. That goes in there. Okay, not much going on except I think this is the only thing I have left that's already prepared. And that is, this is the stationery. And I folded it so that one side was shorter. I added that leaf trim, and this is from a wildlife book. And I just sewed it to a card so that when you flip it over, you can write on the back. I'm just going to glue that there. And I think we've got time to just do a quick flip of the signatures so you can see what I've done so far. Now, where does this go? Guess it goes right there. And I just took a glassine bag. I had a few of them that were already coffee dyed. Added some lace, and this one has a stamped piece and a little squirrel postage stamp. And then this was on a piece of cardstock. Somebody sent this to me in a happy mail. Angry people are not always wise. That is true. So it was a card, and I cut it to this size and rounded the corners, added a tab and a bulb pin with a little charm. It's got a flower on it. So I have them arranged because I have two green papers and one gold. So I put the gold one in the middle. But I had this one first because I really love the deer, and I wanted that to be the opening page. So I'm just going to do a quick flip through, see what we've got, what I need still. I could do some stamping on some of the pages. I wonder where I might want to add. Maybe I'll add a little trim, lace or fringe at the bottom here. And maybe some fabric or lace sticking up out of the top, a tab. Have to put a card in here. So here's something I can do. I was going to turn this, which is a Ephemera's Vintage Garden page. Maybe I'll just do that page. I was going to turn this into a pocket, but I think instead I'll just glue this down for a journaling spot. I already had it printed on the back. I printed these a long time ago, but I'm just going to go ahead and use it here. So in my Woodlands ephemera, I'm very mushroom and owl heavy. So I'm trying to use some, but not, you know, get overly owl or mushroom themed. And this book is going to have to be at least 2.5 inches wide on the spine, I think, because I've added so much to it, and there are more pages in each signature than I normally do. Probably add some stamps to some of these plain pages, but I don't have to add something to every page, you know. So basically, something on the bottom, something sticking out the top, and maybe a little more stamping. This was a tag made out of an Edith Holden page. This looks like a pocket, but it's not. It's like a handmade type of paper that I embossed with owls. Put some green mulberry paper behind it. Now this is funny. I was like, what happened to the brown piece that was in here? And then I found it. I don't know, somehow it came out of the book and I saw it on the table and I tore a piece out and used it for something. So I'm going to put it in here just so I remember to cut a new one. Oh, that's where that tag came from. Okay, here's something else I can do. And then I'll have to go. Guess I should cut that threads just a little bit. So I have two little pockets here. Rather than put a tiny pocket on a page, I decided to put two on one page to give it a little more impact because they're very tiny. So I could put it like this and then put little tags inside. I think I'm just about done working for the day, but I got a lot accomplished today. And I can be back in here tomorrow for several hours. I thought I would have the whole day again, but a friend of mine, young friend, needs some help with the kids in the late afternoon, so Gonna go hang out with her 3 small children at the playground while she gives piano lessons. This is a white edge where the printer pulled it out. When I was doing the backgrounds, it pulled it out wrong so that it left a white strip, and I could trim that off. It wouldn't really hurt anything, but it gives me an opportunity to decorate the edge, so I could add paper or washi tape or lace or something to it. So I'll do that. But other than that, I think we kind of flipped through this while I was working on it, so you saw that. So I think we've got a lot going on in this journal, and I'm still not done. So maybe, I'm not sure if there will be another journal or another video working on the cover, or if next video will be the final flip through. You'll just have to come back and see. But I'm enjoying this, and I hope you're enjoying it. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a creative day today. Bye-bye.